Good morning, interwebs. It's 10:24 and look, it's me with a reading squirrel because we're at library for reading group and we're on time and everything, so that we do need to stay on task. No dawdling. It is 7:40. I just woke up from a nap. That's why I look a bit disheveled. We went to library, which I told you about. Then we went to Walmart and got a whole bunch of things. But I'm not doing a haul because I got home and I just didn't care. I bought a bunch of frozen food and stuff. So, did that. Came home, had lunch. We had frozen pizza because it was Tuesday. And then it was time for the boys to go take their nap. And while Steve was putting them down, I was really tired because I went to bed really late last night. But that was like kind of normal, but even late for normal. But then I got up to go to the library with everybody, which was fine. But I was tired, so I went to sleep. So then I slept for about an hour, and then the kids woke up from their naps. I came downstairs and I laid on the couch. And then they watched Chuckington and Mighty Machines and Space Racers. And then they went a little bit outside, so they had been outside playing while I was still napping some more on the couch. And now it is 7:30, and I came out to check on everybody because Steve just woke up too. I woke up first, but then Steve woke up too, and it's very, very smoky out here. I'm not seeing any burning, but I'm sure people are burning pasture. I think I mentioned that the lilacs are blooming. You can actually see them from here. See? Lilacs in bloom. Forsythia is just popping. And for dinner tonight on the grill. And then there is some cilantro volunteers that have already come up in the garden, like from last year stuff that had reseeded itself, volunteer. So we're going to pick a bunch of that, like a whole bunch, and put that with some corn and maybe some tomato and some spices and stuff and make a corn salad. And I think that I might heat up some cauliflower to go with the steak. Because now we have cauliflower because I bought some more frozen cauliflower and everybody is happy about it. Okay, off to do stuff, but I'm up and awake now, and that was a decent nap. I was clearly exhausted. I felt pathetic for how long I slept till I started doing the math, and I was like, oh, now I've slept like a normal person amount, so that is good. And now I shall go do things. And here's the deliciousness Steve has served me for dinner. That is fresh asparagus from the garden. It was sauteed in a cast iron pan with garlic tops and butter. Anything else? Salt? No? It's delicious. And then we have some beef sirloin steak from the grill and some frozen corn with fresh cilantro and some of our canned tomatoes and some yum. More garlic tops in that too. So excited to eat this.
Did you say cilantro?
Yes, I said cilantro. And it will be delicious. There's lots of cilantro in there. I'm so looking forward to that. So it is about 4:15 and I'm headed to bed here shortly, but I thought I would tell you a bit about what I did this evening. I hung out with Steve. We watched Merlin. That was after we watched Survivor with the kids. Then I watched Merlin with Steve. Me and the kids are reading for bedtime. We're reading this book, which is really, really good. It is called The Landry News by Andrew Clements. We read another Andrew Clements book called A Week in the Woods. And coming up for school, we're going to be reading Frindle, which is like, I guess, one of the more famous books. But I would totally recommend Andrew Clements books to like anybody, child or adult. They're not like YA books. They are legit juvenile fiction books. But they do a good job of seeing the adults and the kids in a simple way, but a human way. They're well written, they're to the point, they're quick reads, but they make you feel good. And not in like the, oh, that's so cute, but in like, I don't know, they have some meat to them, which not all children's books have. So, that is good. And on the, we'll go with the theme of things that feel good. So that has made us all feel good in like the reading department. And then I worked on this. Let's hang out with Steve tonight. This is that shawl I'm making. And these colors are making my heart feel good. I'm just, so nice. So, I was working on that, but that was making my hand not feel good. Just because the size 2 yarn, even though I'm using a big hook, just, I can only work on that for so long. And then I kind of just switch it up to keep me from getting any sort of like arm fatigue. So, as I was working on that and watching Merlin, then Steve went to bed and I was watching vlogs. Then my brain started working, and you know, that's dangerous. So to make my brain feel good, I decided to draw out another pattern idea, and now I'm working on another blanket because I don't know why. I don't like blankets, but apparently I want to make all the blankets. And I have this gigantic ball of Poundo Love, so hopefully I won't run out of yarn this time. And hopefully I think I've got this one at a much larger, but still not like crazy size, so I should be able to finish it. I also have been drinking coffee this evening. Steve made a pot about time he was making dinner. And we pulled out another bag of coffee. I don't know if you remember, when we were in California, we go to Albertsons and buy bulk coffee. Our local grocery stores don't sell bulk whole bean coffee. And I think one of them does, but all it has is regular. And we like flavored bulk coffee of that nature. So whenever we are visiting in California, we just go stock up because we found the kind that we like at a price that we like to pay. And we figured out about how much we go through in a month. And so we stock up till about the next time we think we're going out there. But this time we did not label the bags because I did not have a pen on me when we went into the store, and there was no pen over by the thing. So we had like folded the bags all differently so that way we could tell like that they were different kinds. But it's like, I don't know which kind's which. The only one I know for sure what it is the hazelnut, French vanilla hazelnut, something like that. Vanilla hazelnut, whatever. And I only know that because we got 2 bags of that because that is our favorite. So I knew that the one that we have 2 bags folded the same way or that. But it was like this wonderful, delicious surprise. And I think that we opened up just hazelnut this time because it tastes more nutty. So that was delicious and random, but it made me very happy too. So having an evening where all the parts of me are happy, the colors are making my heart happy, the patterning is making my brain happy. Using this yarn, the Pound of Love, is making my hand happy. I'm using it on a K hook, so it's in a nice gauge, and it's a gauge that I haven't, both the yarn size and the gauge, it's just a size that I haven't done in a while, so it feels like it's kind of loosening up my wrist. I don't know if any of you have this problem with yarn. I don't have a whole lot of hand fatigue, especially not for the amount of time that I spend crocheting, because I know I spend more time crocheting than the average person. But I know people complain about having lots of like pain and stuff, and most people complain that it hurts in their wrists, and I very rarely get pain in my wrist. If I get pain in my wrist, it's not from the crocheting, it usually is from some other back issue that I'm having that happens to translate into my wrist. But the thing I do get is my hands, like my upper knuckles on both hands, and this one too, from holding, or like the way that I hold and tension my yarn, I get a little clawy. So I have to kind of try and mix up both the hook size and the yarn size and kind of the gauge that it's worked at. I found if I kind of bounce around a little, that does seem to help with that. And I tend to go through phases where I do a lot of the same size, same type of work, just because I think my brain gets in these little crafty ruts. And I'm trying not to do that right now. I'm actually kind of all over the place right now as far as that goes, which is a blessing and a curse, but I'm enjoying it, and it is making me feel all like creative and all the good things that come with that, and frustrated and spinny and all the bad things that come with that, but you know, it all evens out in the middle somewhere, right? Or so I'm gonna just keep telling myself. It'll all even out in the middle somewhere. So I am going to probably do another row or 2 here, and then I am going to head up to bed because I need to get up at a reasonable time tomorrow, which is still unreasonable by many people's accounts, but will, you know, still be early enough. And then tomorrow afternoon we are headed to Manhattan to go run some errands, Menards, Joann's, the co-op. Steve needs more flaxseed. He's liking the flaxseed. And then I have to go have acupuncture tomorrow. Have to. I'm going to go have acupuncture tomorrow. I don't have to. I want to. And yeah, so I'll talk more about that after the fact. But it'll be the 2nd time in my life I've had it, and I'm hopeful that it will be equally as beneficial to my life, but hopefully not as traumatic overall. So I will talk to you all tomorrow. Nighty night.